All righty, so we are live.
Hello, welcome to PS the show with Phoebe and Stephanie. I'm Phoebe,
And I'm Stephanie. And
and
tonight we
tonight,
have, oh, go ahead.
that's fine. Go ahead.
Tonight we are going to talk about, what was the topic? Holiday stress and how to handle it. That's what we're talking about tonight.
Okay, you all right now?
Yeah.
Are you stressful?
I'm stressed trying to get all this together. A lot of stuff on the screen and stuff like that. And then we had a little time lag in there. And
Right.
then your screen keeps cutting off for some reason.
My apologies.
Yeah, don't know why.
Okay.
So technical difficulties, people. But again, we are live. We thank everyone for tuning in. But yes, we are live. So there may be technical difficulties sometime. That's just the nature of the beast with going live.
That's just the nature of it.
So that's just the nature of it. So I read an article I shared with you earlier. Uh,
Yes.
it was on a website called Alchemy Health, which is a website for healthy mind and healthy life. And they put out 5 different stressors during the holidays and how to get over those stressors. So the first one was family and social pressures. So what would you say are some family and social pressures that you have during the holidays?
Trying to make sure that I get the right gifts, um, that people, are specifically requesting from me.
Mm-hmm.
You have certain family members that want certain things, and usually it's the kids
Mm-hmm.
trying to make sure that they get what they want. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, you have to shop early for the children to make sure
Mm-hmm.
whatever the supply and demand meets what you're trying to acquire. You know,
Right.
for Christmas Day, everybody else, what you see is what you get.
Right.
You better be thankful.
You get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Exactly.
Right. But
Exactly.
it's so funny that you mentioned the kids because being a grandmother and having to buy for my granddaughter, I'm looking at things and I'm like, oh, that's new and it's neat. And I bet my daughter, I bet they don't have one. So I saw this little, I forgot what it's called, but it's a reading tablet where she can write on it and it appears on the tablet. And it's,
Oh wow.
it's the cutest learning thing ever, right? So I
Yes.
text my daughter like I'm on top of it, honey, and say, hey, does Peyton want one of these? And she texts me back, I already got her that for Christmas.
Oh.
So that just let me know I'm a little out of touch with what kids want.
But actually, yeah. But if she's getting it for Christmas, you are on point though because you had the right thing in mind.
Oh, okay. So I should give myself kudo points then.
Exactly.
I would do that because I was like, oh,
Exactly.
I'm out of touch. But I'll get her the accessory books. Nana will do that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Um, the second, okay. So the suggestion that they gave for that was setting boundaries.
Hmm.
And like you said, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. I can only do so much. If you want, uh, you know, kids' toys are super expensive nowadays. Then they want VR headsets and things like that. If you can't do it, don't stress yourself out. Don't, several years my kids might have thought that Christmas was on December 26th.
Right.
Because that's when everything went on sale. You got to be
The
smart.
day after Christmas,
Mhm.
everything goes like
Everything
50 to
goes on sale.
75% off.
It
Easy.
does. It really, really does. So, and you have to, like my mama always said, you have to live after Christmas.
Right.
And that's the truth. You have to live after Christmas. So setting boundaries will help with family and social pressures. That's even with if you're a person designated to cook. You can't make everything for everybody. You
Right.
just can't. Bring something if you're coming over here. You know, bring something.
and we should have to tell you.
Right. I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, if you go to somebody's house, it's nice to show up with something besides your empty plate and your empty cups. If you're
Right.
supposed to cups for everybody, you're the designated cup bringer. We get it, but not just something to take stuff home.
And
Good manners.
Now, sometimes I do have a lot of compassion because some people they come empty-handed and they leave
Mhm.
3 or 4 plates. But it's the time for giving, for sharing,
Mhm.
and I think you ought to understand that sometimes that you might not know it, but you may be feeding these people this week.
Right.
They may be waiting to get paid or have a hard time. So just if it's there, eat,
Mhm.
drink, be merry.
Right. Right. That's true. That's true. However, on my side over here, all my people, we working, we doing well. Y'all better, come with something.
Come on with something, okay?
Come with something. The second thing was unreasonable expectations,
Mhm.
like too many obligations. For instance, like going to the holiday Christmas party and your family Christmas party may be on that same night, or you may have to babysit or something like that. Too many obligations. It's stressful. It's
Mhm.
stressful trying to get through the holidays with all of those expectations and obligations.
Mhm.
So, two of the suggestions that they gave was don't feel guilty because
Right.
you can't make everything.
You
You're
can't
only one
make
person.
everything.
And then the second one was communicate. Say I can't make it. I appreciate the offer. I appreciate the invite, but I just can't make it. What experiences do you have with that?
Well, I do have high expectations on trying to get to all of my invitations at the
Mhm.
same time. I kind of dropped the ball a few times with
Mhm.
saying I'm going to be at a certain place at a certain time because I, if you know me, I may be late,
Mhm.
only because I may have a prior obligation. And but my heart is that, oh, you invited us. Let's
Right.
try our best to make it. And if we can't make it, I want them to know that, we really want to be there with you. And I thank you so
Right.
much. But at the same time, we have something else going on. And that could be hurtful to some people because they
Mhm.
just don't get it or understand. They'll be like, you went over there last year, you went over here, last week. It's our turn now.
Right.
So I do understand because people put money, thoughts, and planning into these parties and
Mhm.
these get togethers and trying to make sure that we congregate and have a great time. So that's why I try my best to make it. I try my best to be there.
Right. Right. And that's good. That's really really good. But like you said, if you can't, you communicate. And
Right.
that's the best thing. You can't just, if someone invites you and you can't make it, you don't want them to feel slighted, because you had to be somewhere else. And that's in the instance of, like, for sure, couples who are dating or people who are married. You have to kind of see everybody, and
Right.
that's a big stressor. Um, like that movie. Have you ever seen that movie Four Christmases? It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they have to go to all the different parents' houses and stuff.
Right. Right. And they were stressed out, and
Hmm.
it is a stressor, but if you communicate, that'll be one way to get over the stress of, feeling guilty. The
Right.
third thing was maintaining diet and exercise.
Hmm.
That's hard. That's really, really hard because, everybody cooks and people usually bring out their best for the holidays.
Let me tell you one thing that I love. I used to work for United Health Group.
Mhm.
They own the Optum. They're over the Optum umbrella and all of those things like that.
Oh, okay.
They have the technology side. They have the healthcare and all other type of things like that.
Hmm.
One thing I learned about their insurance, they have like to me, they have like the best insurance in the world.
Hmm.
They are really into preventive care.
Right,
And
right.
with that being said, they give you money for not gaining weight over the holidays. They
Really?
literally give you money. Yes, they do. You can sign up and you sign up saying that I'm going to take this oath or I'm going to be on this mission to
Hmm.
not gain more than 10 pounds from this date to that date.
Hmm.
And if you stay within that, they reward you
Hmm.
because when you gain more weight, that brings on more health issues.
It does.
and that helps them keep the cost of healthcare down.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one of the things I loved about that. And every year it's like, okay, let's motivate. Let's see. We'll give you more money if you lose weight during the holidays. So not all healthcare companies indulge in that, but I love the fact that when I had United Healthcare, oh, I was ready for them. How much you say you paying? Let's go.
Right. Give
Now
me the
listen,
money.
I may not hit a goal weight for something else that I needed to get, but
Mm-hmm.
when it came to getting, how much you paying? Okay.
Right.
I
Show
will.
me the money.
Yes,
Show
ma'am.
me the money. Yeah.
Yes, most definitely.
So diet and exercise, like I said, people bring out their best. My niece bakes some tremendous things for the holidays. And people bring out their really best during the holidays. So it's hard to scoop back from the table. But what I've found is smaller portions.
Mm-hmm.
Smaller portions, let that digest, go back and get some later.
Right.
That kind of helps. But you can do what you can do.
Right.
Nobody wants to starve themselves during the holidays because that's when the good stuff comes out. So just stick to
All
the
the
plan.
goodness.
Right. Stick to
All
the
the
plan was their suggestion. Just stick to your regular diet and exercise plan. If you exercise 3 times a week, still go those 3 times a week. Then you can really eat, on those holidays.
Yes.
So number 4 was dietary concerns.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, what that speaks about is, as we know, this is not the week that I'm going vegan, but every other week I try to go vegan.
You're gonna get there.
Every other week I'm like, I'm gonna go vegan. I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna get there.
When you go
I
to
go vegan
house,
for hours sometimes. Girl, I was vegan from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock. What do you stop playing with me?
when you try to do that and you go to somebody's house, it can be considered rude if you just sit there looking at the food. Or your stomach is growling because it's like, okay, I do want some of that turkey, So just communicate your dietary needs, your dietary restrictions to your host, and just let them know you're not being rude. It's just this week I decided to be vegan, so I'm eating a lot of green beans and cabbage, and that's it.
When you tell people that you don't even eat pork,
mm-hmm.
It's some people they're fine with it, but then other people it's a stigma with them, like, oh, well, I eat everything on the hog. Well, I know why you have high blood pressure, so no worries with that.
Right.
You and that hog, do y'all thing.
Right.
And but like some people, like you said, they're vegetarians or they're is it Episcopalians? That's a religion. Girl, that's a
pescatarian.
You know what I was trying to say.
Girl, I do. Pescatarian.
Yes.
They might be both. They might be
Episcopalian,
pescatarian. So
Episcopalian. No, that's not it. That's not it.
They might be both, but pescatarian is the one we're talking about, I think. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So anybody that is trying to do better, I commend them. That's awesome.
Right.
That they want better for themselves, not that they're thinking your food is not good or I don't eat that. It's that for their dietary restrictions, for their lifestyle, they know what works best for them. So let's be mindful of that. And because even when you invite somebody to a function, you want to be versatile and have things that everybody may indulge in.
Right. And that's true. That's really, really true. But it's strange because if you ever look at pictures of, especially Thanksgiving, what's the first thing you see is a big turkey, and on the side is a big ham. Certain things have just been staples for certain holidays, but it's okay to change your menu. It's okay to live a different life and start new things in your life and make some changes. Even though it's the same holiday, you can always start new traditions for your holidays.
So what are you going to have for Christmas?
I don't know. I don't even know where I will be for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
I may be in Texas. I may be here. I am not sure where I'll be at this point for Christmas.
Okay.
So it's kind of up in the air. There's a nursing shortage So I may be at work, but the nursing shortage is not my issue. I may not be at work. So we'll just play it by ear and how I feel within those days. So yeah, I'm not sure. Um, feelings of the last one was feelings of loneliness.
Oh.
Which is a huge thing during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I know the other day I went to the store and I have one daughter that's in New Orleans. I have one daughter that's here with my granddaughter, but they're going to Texas. And like I said, I may be here. And I went to the store and people were shopping and I just got in my feelings. I don't even know why. I just felt overwhelming loneliness. Like I should be doing something more for the holidays. I've been working so much and I should be doing more and I should be with my family. And I haven't been to Texas in a while. So I was just overwhelming loneliness. And I couldn't even figure out why. And Honey kept asking me, he said, "What's wrong?" He said, "You went to the store, you were in a good mood, you come back and you have tears in your eyes." And I'm like, I don't even know why. It just came over me that I just got really I guess homesick. Homesick. I remember the days when, my kids were smaller and we'd all be around the tree and we'd all go over to my mom's and we'd all open our presents. And as you get older, those things change. My daughters have their own lives. I have my life. My mom has her life, my sister and my niece and nephew. Everyone has their own lives. So things change during, like my mom says, time brings about a change. And it does. So one of the things that was one of their suggestions was engage in activities.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't really found any activities to engage in, but yeah, I'm gonna have to engage in some more activities if I'm not able to be around, my family. Do you have any activities you're engaging in?
Okay, so I'm trying. One of the things I'm trying to make all of the family events and close friendship events that I've been invited to. That's something that I've really been trying to work on because, like, when people make plans and to invite you to, a function or a gathering, they make accommodations for you. So I'm trying to make sure that, like, on Christmas Eve, that's going to be a bit of a run around because we got to go over here, and we still are getting invites. So, like I was telling my husband, I'm like, the hardest thing is when you get to one place and you're having such a great time, and you have to leave and you have to go to another event. You have to go to another event, and then you get there, the same thing going on, because you want to spend an adequate amount of time with everyone. You want to spread love, cheer, and joy with everyone. And so that's kind of like what I'm, like the main thing. My main thing is trying to make it to all the spots. And when you can't, some people are slighted by that because of the fact, I told these people that you were coming, didn't show up, you're not available, da 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 da. So even if we could only stay like 45 minutes to an hour and a half, I'm like, let's try and do that because, it's the season of spreading love and joy. And I want to be in the mix of that. What are you planning to do?
Like I said, it's still up in the air. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. Yeah, I probably won't even make a decision to do anything until the day before or so.
Okay.
And then I might just get in the car and drive those 14 hours and go home. So we'll see.
So you don't want to fly?
No. Whenever I go home, I usually like to drive because there are other places I like to go. I may want to go from San Antonio to Houston. I may want to go from San Antonio to Dallas and visit some family. I may want to go different places. So I like to kind of be able to do those things without having to pick out a time to return a rental car and those types of things and catch a flight. It's just less stressful, and it's a great drive. The way from Atlanta to Texas,
Mhm.
it's a very scenic drive, so it's not a hard drive at all.
Right.
Yeah,
I
it's not a hard drive
apologize.
at all. So
Mm.
it's not bad, but I will for sure. But those are the tips. And again, it's alchemyhealth.com, healthy mind, healthy life. And those are the tips that they gave for getting over the holidays, the holiday blues, as they call it.
The holiday blues. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, the
Okay.
holiday blues.
So
So
now, okay.
you got it.
I think I worked it out that time. Okay, I apologize for that.
It's okay. It's okay.
So now, on tomorrow, there's a
Hmm.
big Christmas giveaway holiday
Hmm.
drive. Um, it's going to be in it's in Forest Park on Jonesboro Road, and I know we're going to post a flyer to the page. I think we've already done so once, but
Hmm.
Maserati Bud,
Hmm.
um, he's hosting a Christmas giveaway with toys.
Yep.
Also, I think that he's partnered with um, Big Ministries as well as Georgia Florida Parkway,
Hmm.
and I'm planning on going to that on tomorrow to
Okay.
help whatever they need me to do. But that's like a big thing for the kids, and I want to be useful in that aspect
Hmm.
with that drive to help needy families with in all things of that nature. So I know it's going to be a great event, and I hope to see a lot of people come out and embrace the season of trying to help a lot of needy families,
Hmm.
get the things that they're missing for the holidays. I know that the major sponsors are Walmart and TJ Maxx.
Hmm.
So I have to say, big ups to Maserati Bud because that's a big thing. I think we spoke about it last time, but if we
Hmm.
haven't, um, Trapacan Way, they just had a toy drive
I saw
last.
that. Yeah.
They just had a toy drive last weekend. So,
Hmm.
and that was in Tallahassee, Florida, at their gas station, and they also had their grand opening of their convenience store.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, so to Maserati Bud,
Hmm.
to Pop, that is J Lone the Entertainer,
Hmm.
Island Boy Dre. Big ups to all you
Big
guys
up.
for helping
Yeah.
the community, trying to be there. Excuse me, not to leave out Big Ministries.
Hmm.
So, and everybody else, Walmart and TJ Maxx, that played a part in trying to make all of these events happen. And let's pray that tomorrow goes off without a hitch and
Hmm.
everybody gets, the things that they need and can have a joyous Christmas and everything's just we could be able to partake in these things and just have a lot of fun.
Right. 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 So remember, that's on tomorrow. Check the website. We're going to post the flyer once again, and we hope to see you there. Or hope to send someone that needs some help, so we'll be able to help them out with that. But that's all that I
Excuse
have
me.
for today. Hey,
Hey.
hey, beautiful girl. How are you?
Hey.
She would not stop, but she's not.
Oh no.
Okay, let me let her go. Wait. Go. Go.
Love. It's love. So that's our show for today. That's all I got.
Today.
All righty.
Yes.
Well, thank you for tuning in with Stephanie and Phoebe. Have a good afternoon.
Have a good evening. All right.
Good
Thank
evening.
you
Yes,
so
it is
much.
night, right?
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
bye.
Good night.